All right guys, so today I got kind of a fun video for you, one that I always wondered. There's a myth out there, or we'll find out if it's a myth, kind of a Mythbusters type video where if you put chapstick or Vaseline or some kind of like any kind of something with oil in it on the driver face, the ball will just kind of knuckle off the face. So you won't be able to slice or hook, and basically it'll just decrease the spin. You'll hit it much straighter, much farther. And I thought it'd be kind of just fun just to put it to the test and see what happens. So I'm gonna start out here just by hitting 10 drives. I'll try to take some pretty good drives. If I miss hit one, I'll kind of erase those. I'm gonna record those on my flight scope, and then we'll put some oil. I actually have some CVS Dry Skin Therapy lotion. We'll put that on the face, see if it actually works and how much it reduces the spin and the curvature of the ball. Let's go and get started. That felt way different. I don't know, I didn't feel it. It's almost like it's like kind of floating on the face, or it feels like much more of a knuckleball. All right, so we did a test with both of them. I gotta tell you, I was pretty surprised. The first time I hit one, it was like, it was kind of shocking. It just had a different feel to it. It almost felt like the ball was kind of hydroplaning on the face a little bit. It was a little bit different. And I went ahead and hit 5 or 6 more. So as far as the numbers, I probably got a little bit more loosened up. These range balls are limited flight, so they're probably only going to go about 80% or 85% of what a normal flight golf ball would do. But my club head speed was a little faster with the slicked up face, probably just because I got a little bit more loose. 117.3 with my original drives, 119 point, let's see what it was here, 119.3, so 2 miles an hour faster with the slicked up face. The distance, or the ball speed, was about the same, 164, 165. Not too bad for a range ball. That's just kind of what you're going to expect. The numbers are going to be lower. The overall spin was actually really close. I had 3,000 with the slicked up face and 2,900 with the normal face. So it's hard to tell. It didn't really reduce any spin, so the ball wasn't really knuckling like I thought it would. But the most surprising thing is, and it could have just been that I hit 7 or 8 really good ones, or straight ones with the slicked up face, but my dispersion on the first balls was about 17 yards on average. So, you know, it's kind of right around the edges of the fairway. I didn't particularly hit the best drives there. And then when I did the slicked up face, it brought it down to 6.8 yards. That's the deviation in each shot. So I averaged, you know, almost dead straight, 2 yards left of where I was aiming on average with the slicked up face, and just kind of missing that by 6 or 7 yards. So I pretty much hit, let's see, 7 balls in a row that would have been right down the middle of the fairway with the slicked up face. So it's really hard to tell if it made a difference or not, but they sure as heck went a lot straighter. And the first one I hit, when the oil was still kind of clean on there, definitely had a different feeling to it. So it's kind of interesting little drill. So one of the things you may be asking is, you know, what would actually make this go any straighter? Why should it make any difference if there's oil on the face? And the reason that is for gear effect. So if you imagine I'm hitting this golf club, let's imagine I hit one off the toe. Well, what happens is that ball is stuck to the face for a brief millisecond, and the face actually twists open. And because the ball is stuck to the face, the ball actually starts to twist inward like that. So when you hit it off the toe, typically the ball is going to hook a lot more. When you hit it off the heel, it's going to grab the inside, twist the other way, and it's going to slice a little bit more. So if you can reduce the friction on the club face, it's going to reduce the curvature of the golf ball. So maybe that was happening a little bit. I have to admit, I hit 6, 7 in a row right on, pretty much on the sweet spot with the second group. So it's tough to know if that was happening, but they definitely went a lot straighter. So it's kind of fun to try it out. Again, you can't do this in a tournament. It's not legal to play this way. It's just kind of a fun test, see if we can reduce the gear effect. It looks like it may have for the lateral gear effect, but maybe not so much for the spin of the ball. The ball was still getting that backspin on there. So kind of inconclusive on that. So no matter what you have, no matter what technology you have, no matter what you put on the driver face, at the end of the day, you got to be able to swing the club. You've got to be able to generate that power to be able to hit the ball a long way and have a lot of fun. The best thing you can do, the quickest way to add power is going to be what we call the power turn. So that's really loading up in the backswing. The cool thing about this is you don't actually have to be flexible to make that happen. I'm going to play a preview from one of our power turn videos. Just click the card on the screen or click the description down below, a link in the description down below. You'll get instant access to that video and you'll start hitting it farther. Let's go ahead and get started. But with the correct technique, we can all hit it with really good distance without a lot of muscular effort. And it all starts out, the very first thing you have to do is get a good powerful turn to load up the body. And it's not only in golf, but in all sports we have to rotate the body at least 90 degrees with the shoulders as you swing to the top. Preferably, we can go even a little bit past 90 to really get loaded up. That's going to allow us to have a lot of power. So we don't just have to look at golf for this. Let's actually look at other sports. They're rotating their body, then they're coming forward. So we have to get that load. We have to get this big shoulder turn to be able to create power in the golf swing. So in this series of videos, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. That's one of the first keys to getting power, and we're all going to get at least a 90-degree turn, if not more than that. I think you'll be surprised at what you can do. So let's go ahead and get started with the next series of videos, and I'm going to show you how to get this big, powerful turn. All right, guys, so before we go, let's take a look at this in action with some of the top pros. Now here we're looking at Adam Scott, and you're going to see as he rotates to the top, good full shoulder turn. This is pretty typical of what I see with the top pros, a little past 90. Those guys are working on their flexibility, so sometimes they can get to 100 or even 110 degrees.